Finding the perfect home starts with RE/MAX.com, which features charming cottages, bungalows, homesteads, hideaways, and abodes. Conveniently located right in the heart of everywhere. Also includes 5 million bedrooms, 4 million bathrooms, plus every type of floor, staircase, fireplace, period detail, and some of the best schools anywhere. Find the listings you love and the agents who can get them at RE/MAX.com. That's the sign of a RE/MAX agent.
There are just a few weeks left in the season. Let's take a look at this week's RE/MAX Big 3 games. We start on the Missouri side, where our first game is Pleasant Hill at Maryville in a Class 3 quarterfinal. The Roosters travel north on a quest to make its first state championship game since 1974. Pleasant Hill's defense has been outstanding all season and will face another test in Maryville that is playing its best football of the season. The Smoothhounds have won 4 straight and bring years of postseason experience to the game. This should be a tough physical contest between two of the best teams in the state. The next RE/MAX Big 3 game is a rematch from week number 1 as Fort Osage hosts Grain Valley. First time Fort Osage earned a 33-14 win as the Eagles would stumble out of the gate at 1-2. All Grain Valley has done since that time is win 8 straight with a shutout defense and a tough physical running attack. Across the field is a mirror image as Fort Osage started 2-2 and are now riding a 7-game winning streak with a team that plays the same style as Grain Valley. This is a rematch of last year's quarterfinal won by Fort Osage. The Indians are regular participants in the semifinals and championship game the last decade, but a win by Grain Valley would put them in the semifinals for the first time since 1996. The final Missouri RE/MAX Big 3 game is the Class 4 quarterfinal between Center and Smithville. Center takes its perfect 11-0 mark to Smithville, looking to advance to the semifinals for the first time since 1988. The Yellow Jackets' offense is dynamic, but the defense has stepped up the last few weeks, allowing 21 total points in their last 3 games. The Warriors are the defending Class 4 champs and avenged their only loss of the season with a 49-13 drubbing of Kearney last week. Smithville's defense has been dominant as well, and the offense counters with a consistent attack that usually scores in the 30-point-plus range week in, week out. A very talented team will see its season come to an end Saturday. Let's jump over to the Kansas side, where our first RE/MAX Big 3 game is St. Thomas Aquinas at Bishop Miege. This is a yearly battle, but it's the first time the teams have met in the postseason since 2012. The first time they met this season, Aquinas got a come-from-behind 29-26 win over the Stags, handing Miege its first loss of the season. The Saints have been playing great football down the stretch, winning 6 straight games. Miege is back in usual territory in the semifinals for the 9th straight year. The Stags had turned it on in the postseason with good wins over Eudora and Piper on the way to the matchup with their rivals. While there's still 1 week left, the winner will be the prohibitive favorite to win the Class 4A title. The next RE/MAX Big 3 game is Blue Valley Southwest at Mill Valley in the 5A semis. The Timberwolves have reached their first semifinal in school history after dominating DeSoto 69-35 last week. Southwest will have to turn in a similar performance on the road if it wants to take down the 3-time defending Class 5A champs. Mill Valley comes in dominating the competition in the postseason with 3 straight shutouts while averaging more than 47 points a game. Jaguars are the king of the hill, so Southwest will need one of its best performances in school history to keep its season alive. The final RE/MAX Big 3 game is Olathe Northwest at Gardner Edgerton in the Class 6A semifinal. Northwest continues its historic run with a trip to play the Trailblazers, who have made some history of its own. The Ravens are in the semifinals for the first time in school history and are playing some of the best football of anybody in the Metro. Northwest offense has been clicking, but the defense has done enough to get big wins over Olathe South and Olathe West the last 2 weeks. While Gardner Edgerton has been to the Class 5A title game in 2009, this is the furthest it has advanced in 6A. The Trailblazers have been a consistent team all season long with a pounding running game and a defense that can hold just about any offense in check. No matter what happens, there will be a new participant in the Kansas 6A title game next week. Remember, you can find the RE/MAX Big 3 games every week on PrepsKC.com or the PrepsKC YouTube channel.